Headline tonight, Khaled Sheikh Mohamed has told a US military tribunal at Guantanamo Bay that he organised the September 11 attacks, that he killed the American journalist Daniel Pearl, and that he planned a string of other attacks. Well, with me in the studio now is Sharif Nashashibi, who's from Arab Media Watch. And tell me, what has the reaction been in the Arab world to this news? Do they believe this confession that he was responsible for all of these attacks?
Well, Arab media, there hasn't been that much reaction so far. I don't know if that might change by tomorrow, but certainly Al Jazeera and Al Arabiya have poured a lot of skepticism on this, and I think that will be reflected on the Arab street, that, well, you know, this could have been obtained out of torture, and there was no fair trial, so, you know, how can we really trust what was said? So I think that there'll be a great deal of skepticism about the story.
Well, they think that he might be an innocent who's been tortured into being forced to confess to things he didn't do.
Well, not necessarily that he might be innocent, but perhaps not guilty of the things that he's admitting to. So really, in the Arab world, and even in the West, anything that comes out of Guantanamo Bay is really suspect, and this is just probably another incident in the same theme.
Because you can turn that reaction entirely on its head if you see what the American press is saying. They're also expressing some kind of skepticism, but as though he's confessing to too much, as though he's boasting that he was behind all of these attacks and plotting so many others, and that no one person could have been responsible for so much. So rather that not that he was forced into confessing to anything, but that in fact he's aggrandizing himself a bit.
Well, I mean, certainly it seems almost too convenient that he's responsible for all this. So, I mean, certainly that adds to the skepticism, you know, in the Arab world and elsewhere, that, you know, could this one person really have been responsible for all that? I think maybe people might be thinking that US authorities want people to believe that so that they have a scapegoat and they've found him and convicted him. So I don't think this is going to convince many people. But
there's a lot of people who'll never be convinced of anything that comes out of an American-run detention centre or even an American justice system in the Arab world.
Yeah, but I think this was always going to be the problem when you have an institution where there are no fair trials and everything is held behind closed doors. Many people say, and rightly so, I believe, that, you know, if the case is strong, why not make it public? Why not make it a fair trial? I mean, human rights organizations have been all over Guantanamo Bay in terms of criticizing it, and the Americans are going to have to deal with this. As long as everything is held in secrecy, no one is going to really have 100% faith in what comes out of it.
Okay, thanks very much.